Not make any difference. Mm. I guess. You're all not back to school, right? Are you all back to school yet?
No, school starts on Tuesday for me.
Okay. Oh, Tuesday. Okay. For you, how about you, Ahana? Can you rename yourself, ma?
Sorry, I missed the question. I was in the bathroom. Can you ask again?
Yourself?
Sorry, you cut out.
Just rename yourself.
Oh no, I
Where are the others? Hi, Sahit. Nice to see you. I want videos on Sahit. Uh, okay. You're not at home right now. Okay. So we are not on camera due to technical issues. Okay. I can turn on my video when I get home. Okay, Vibha, noted. Okay, let's go ahead. Let me go ahead and share. I'm going to do a review of what we did earlier and then move on. Let's see. Give me a minute. Did your school start with did your school start with sinusoidal functions? I just need some input, guys, on that regard. Did your school start with
They,
sinusoidal
they
functions?
start, they introduced the functions, but we didn't do transformations or anything. They introduced us to the unit circle, the values of sine, cos, and tan at each interval in the unit circle. And they also introduced the functions and the periods that they have.
I see. So you finished periodic phenomena, you covered radians, all that you did. That's what is my understanding, correct?
I don't think we I don't think we covered. I think, yeah, we covered radiance. Yeah, we covered that. Yeah.
Okay. Ahana is here, Ritik is here, Vibha is here, Abhiram is here. You know what? Naisha is coming in. Okay. Dhyani is not here. Okay, let me see, guys. I don't know why Nidhi is not in here. Dhyani is not in. What is going on? I don't know. Oh, both are there. Great. Okay. And I'm also hearing Tejashvi will also come in. She is not here today. Let me mark her absent because I'm going to properly calculate who's coming, who's going, all that stuff. Let's see. Kondoris. Okay, so I'll go ahead and move this. Give me a minute. Okay, this being the first class, I just take some time to do this. I'll know what I'm doing. Oh, Nitin's registration didn't come through. Nitin, I want your mom to register, Nitin. You got it?
She did. I'm pretty sure. I'll ask
She
her.
did. Wait. Maybe. No, she did the last time. She has not done it.
Okay, I'll ask her right now.
Yeah, just she has to fill the form whatsoever, please. I know, but I need her to fill the form because this is a new form, right?
Yeah,
You
I'll ask
understand
her.
the
Yeah.
problem? Thank you. I really appreciate it. Okay, other way. Okay. Uh, oh, shit. Okay. And do you all remember what we did the last 2 weeks? The last week, at least. The last 2 weeks,
I,
because we
I think
covered.
we covered transformations on periodic functions.
Oh, you did that?
I don't remember. I think we covered that maybe. I think we
Oh, here.
started covering it.
Oh, here. Okay, here.
Yeah.
Okay, I
Yeah.
see. No, no. Okay, we did sine cos graphs. We just started with it, right? So that's what we did. I will review that. Meaning, anyway, I plan to give you. And you know what? I did not. I don't know why you guys did not get back to me. I clearly saw that you guys did not tell me anything. Meaning, I posted the homework on the summer classroom. I don't know how many of you noticed it. Did you notice that? See, anyway, it would have given you an email, but the classroom in which it was posted was incorrect. Did any of you see that?
I saw it. I just thought you meant to post it there or something.
Okay, okay. No, I'm pretty positive the email would have come, but I honestly did not see. I'm sorry about it. Okay, hereafter I'll follow the new classroom only. Okay. I did see meaning the last few weeks assignment was all posted in the summer classroom. It's just a little messy. I don't know why I did that, but anyway, I will archive that, and I don't want, meaning I thought of archiving, but the problem is the assignments are in there, so I didn't archive that as well. Okay. Now let's move on. Let's move on to sinusoidal functions. But before I move on clearly to that, I really want to have a review of what we did last 2 weeks, which is on 3.4. Let me review a little bit, not much though, but I will. Okay. Give a minute. Have everything ready. So here. Okay, 3.4 is the graphing. Graphing part we did. Having said that, I don't want to move. Let me see how many of you are good with the sine, cos, cosine, tangent I did. Periodic phenomena I did, but I don't know whether you guys remember that. Okay, how about this? What is the period of this function? Let me give you. Identify the period of this. You wanted a little bigger maybe. This is just a review, guys, on periodic phenomena that we covered. Okay, today's agenda to cover is sinusoidal function transformations. Okay, I'll be a little faster with that, but let's see. Can you go ahead and do this one? You're able to see, right? What is the period of this function? So this is just a review. I will review periodic phenomenon, radiance, intro to radiance, then sine, cos, tan values, sine, cos graphs. We will review this and then we'll move on to transformations. This is the main topic of the day. Okay, transformation, simple and complex. Okay, if possible, I'll also go to uh, modeling. These two are the planned topics for today. Okay, now I'm just reviewing. What is the period of this function, guys? You can send it to me. If you don't know, it's okay too. Thank you. Okay, so you all remember this. Okay, I'm feeling good about it. How about this? Okay, how about this? Uh, how about this? I would like you to try this one as well. Nidhi, you got it?
Can you zoom in on the image a little?
Oh, it is very small. Sure, why not? Give a minute. You want me to zoom in on the image on that? Okay. Then I'll do one by one because it's a big one then. How about this? Is this okay, Ritik?
Yeah,
So is
thank
the
you.
function, yeah, no problem. Increasing, decreasing, or both on the interval 22 to 23. It's a little tricky though. Is there a relative max min or neither at point x equal to 30? You all getting it, guys? Or you're stuck now? Immediately tell me, please, because I really want to finish that as well. Mhm. You can quickly do it. We'll move on, please, guys. If you're stuck, you have to clearly let me know. Why there is a mistake though? Let's see. Let's try to iron it out. Okay. I think Abhiram, Bhuvanesh, you got it. You both are sitting in one place. Great, I understand. It's fine. That is right. Vibha, both answers together, ma, because it's very difficult for me to understand what you're sending me. The first answer is correct. Nitin, is it decreasing? Let's find out. Ahana, the first answer is correct. Nidhi, first answer is correct. But the second one seems incorrect, Nidhi. Abhiram, correct. Abhiram and Bhuvanesh, correct both. Ritik, the second one is incorrect. Dhyani, no. Okay. I'll go ahead and explain, I think. So let's see, guys. So we are starting from 1. The period is basically 5. Then 6 to 11. 6 to 11. We have to go to 23, right? So we are adding 5. Literally, we are adding 5, right? So 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Then from 16 to what? We are adding 5, right? 21. Then 21 it starts again here, right? So 22 to 23 is what they are asking. 22 to 23. 22 is here, 23 is here. What happens between 22 and 23? This is this. What is this, Dhyani?
It's increasing.
It's increasing, correct. So the answer here is increasing. And then we have to go to point 30. Again, we need to keep going, right? After 21, we add a 5 to it, 26. And then 26 to 31. So basically, this is 26. This is 31, right? So this should be 30. What is going on in the graph here? There is a relative max. Any questions? Okay, now I hope everybody got it. If you didn't get it, you have to bug me. Okay, let's move on. How about this? This is the last one of this sort on a review. Okay, another thing. Remember what is concave up, concave down? I'm reviewing just for the sake we had 2 weeks of break. What is this, guys? What is this? See, this is the cup, right?
Down.
What is it?
The first one's concave down, the other one's concave.
See, this is a cup, right? This is like a cup, right? Concave up. Concave down. Okay, go ahead. Now try doing this. But I think I'm slowing down because of this, I feel. Let's see. In this, I really want to finish till transformations and if possible, modeling. Is the function increasing, decreasing on the interval? Maybe I'll go to transformations and come back and review sine, cos, tan, I feel. Okay. Is the function decrease? Yeah. Send it to me, guys. Both together. Both together. Okay. Oh, wow. Okay. Abhiram and Bhuvanesh, that seems right. I'll wait for the other answers. Naisha, are you getting it, ma?
Yeah.
Mhm. I'm going to skip radians, sine, cosine, tangent, function values. I'm going to skip. Okay, we did the graphs. Let's see, where are we on the graphs? Oh wow, all of you got it, guys. Nice. Ritik, correct, but A is incorrect. 37 to 39. What happened? How can it increase and decrease? Let's see. I don't know. Maybe. See, 0 to 1, it's increasing.
Yeah, I fixed it.
Okay. Yeah, correct. Yeah. So, yeah, can I go ahead and answer myself? This is increasing. This is concave down. Ahana, did you get it, ma? Oh, yeah, you got it. Can I move on now? So, periodic phenomena, let me move on from here. But where are we on the graphing? Without the graphing, I cannot go to transformations as well. Okay, how about this? You know a sine curve. This is just again a review, but I'm going to draw the graphs directly and ask you some questions and then move on. Okay. So this is a sine graph. The period is 2 pi, right? So here, this is pi. Now, okay, cos curve. So it goes like this, it goes here, right? So this is 2 pi, right? So this is 0, 0, 1, pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2. Here it is 0, pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. Okay, now my questions are 0 to pi by 2. Let's consider a sine curve. Let's consider a sine curve. My questions are, let's consider sine curve. Okay, so 0 to pi by 2. Considering the interval 0 less than 0 to pi by 2. Okay, so 0 to pi by 2. 0 is less than theta. 0 is less than theta less than. So in this interval, how is it increasing or decreasing? Is it concave up or concave down? Both. Is it concave up or concave down? 0 to pi by 2. Can I get your answers for the sine graph? That's right. Yep. Yep. So it is increasing and concave down. Increasing and concave down. Great. Okay. Now in the interval, okay, how about this? How about this 3 pi by 2? Let's consider the sine curve. I want to consider the cos curve. Okay. Cos curve for the interval 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. I'm considering the interval 3 pi by 2 to 3 pi by 2 to 2 pi. In this interval, for the cos curve, how is it? Concave up or down, and is it increasing or decreasing? Both the answers I need. Wow. Good job, Nidhi. Yep, Vibha, that's right. So we are good with the graphs, I feel, right? Yep. That seems so easy for you all, okay? Okay, can I ask you one more question? Nowhere. Nitin, did you get the answer?
I'm doing the second one.
Okay. Oh, Ahana, is it decreasing, ma? Let me check. Naisha, did you get ma?
Yeah.
So I asked you between the interval 3 pi and 2 pi, right? 3 pi by 2 and 2 pi, right? So it is increasing, right, Aghana?
Yeah, I understand. I made a mistake.
No problem at all. As long as you understand, I can move on. Okay, now let's try this one. For the function sine theta, what are all values of the domain when g theta will be equal to 0? Think about it. I mean, I deleted the graphs. I have one more question to you guys. If you get this right, I'll move on. But if you don't get it, then I'll give you. Guys, just guess. Guess in the sense educated guess. If you don't know, if you know, just give the answer so that we'll move on quickly. Ritik, in your case, right? Meaning, I'm not saying your answer is right, but your answer could have been 3 pi, right? Why should it be 2 pi plus pi?
Oh, I forgot to put something. One sec.
Yeah, no problem, but just think that's what I wanted to see here. G of theta equal to sine theta, right? We are talking about a sine graph. This should be 2 pi, this is pi. I'm asking value 0. So when is multiples of pi is correct, Dhyani. But at the pre-calc level, how will you say this? Domain values that should be, these are the zeros, right? It keeps going. 3 pi, again 4 pi. Every cycle it goes, right? So whatever be the n value, so it's always n pi. N is an integer. N is an element of z. Z means integer. Z is the integer number set. So n pi and n is an element of z. Any questions? Okay, a very similar question, which x value equal to n pi. Why do you use x again? It is not making sense to me, Ritik. You see what I mean?
Yeah, I meant to put n.
Yeah, n is okay. Or any other any other variable is okay, not x. For the function f of theta equal to cos theta, what are all the values of the domain when f of theta equal to 1? Cos graph, right? I'm going to draw something like this. 0, this is going to be 2 pi. Highest value. So this is going to be pi. I'm asking for 1. Vibha, is that right, Amma? N pi by 2. Is that so, Vibha? I asked you for f of theta equal to 1, Amma.
Oh,
1, I'm write down those values. Then it is going to come up again. 1 is here, right? So it's again going to come in 4 pi. Again, it's going to come up in what? 6 pi. So what can be the values? Yes, Dhyani, that's right. Correct, Nidhi. Vibha, is that right, Ma? No, right? 3 pi, it's not coming up, right? In your case, 3 pi also will work out. Yes, Ratik, that's right. 3 pi is incorrect, right, Vibha?
yeah.
If I substitute n is equal to 3, your values go wrong. Nitin, did you get it?
Yeah, I'm just having some trouble like
Sure.
understanding.
I'll help. Yeah. So in that case, right, see, what are the values where theta equal to f of theta equal to 1, meaning y value equal to 1, 0, 2 pi, multiples of 2, right? So multiples of 2 pi. So multiples of 2 pi means n value can carry 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Multiples of 2 pi. 2 pi you write. And then multiples of 2 pi means n. N can be 0, 1, 2, 3. That's what this represents, multiples of 2 pi. Am I clear? Instead of that, you can write 2n pi. Any questions? Any questions? Stop immediately, okay? So with this, I really want to go to transformations. I've been waiting for it. I know I did not review everything that I wanted to, but still it's okay, okay? Otherwise, I won't end up doing what I want to. Today we did we want to do 3.5, 3.6, 100%. Let's see. Okay. Parent function graphs of sinusoids, I will go ahead and do. Okay, so sinusoidal functions. First we'll graph. Okay, let's go ahead and do this one. See, any function that's an additive or a multiplicative transformation of f of theta equal to sin theta is a sinusoidal function. First of all, you need to understand what is a sinusoidal function. So any additive or multiplicative transformation, additive or multiplicative transformation of y equal to sin theta is a sinusoidal function. Okay, so you all know the graph of sin theta and cos theta. Just now I drew it for you, right? How did I draw? This is how I would always draw hereafter. So 0. Okay, let me draw it. Pi, 2 pi. This is 3 pi by 2. These are the important points which I'll mark. So it's always like 0. It has to finish in here, right? This is a -1. This is a +1. Right? This is for sin theta, y equal to sin theta. This is the parent sinusoidal function. This is y equal to cos theta function. How do I draw? Here again, I'm going to do the same thing. Pi by 2, pi, 3 pi by 2, 2 pi. So here, I'm going to come like this, right? You see? So this is going to continue like this for that matter. Okay, so this is going to be 1. This is going to be a -1. Okay. So this is the parent sinusoidal function. This all you know. Now tell me one thing. Consider the cos theta function. Okay. What type of a function is it? Even or odd? What type of a function is it? What type of a function is that? Even or odd?
Odd.
Odd, what does that mean?
It has symmetry over the origin.
Which one? Cos theta you're telling?
Oh, sine.
Oh, sine. Okay, yeah. So it is an odd function. Great. It has rotational symmetry around the origin. How about sine theta? How about cos theta?
It's even
Why?
because it has symmetry over the x-axis. Oh,
Exact
y-axis. Y-axis.
reflectional symmetry around y-axis. Quadratic function is an even function. Remember, it's symmetric about the y-axis, right? So same is the case. Cos theta, when you look at it, right? Y, see what you do here? It's a symmetric on this side. It goes down, it goes down. It goes up, it goes up. Symmetric about the y-axis. Whereas when you consider the sine function, right? See, it goes up, it goes down. It comes down, it goes up. There's a symmetry around the origin. So there is a rotational symmetry around the origin. Any questions? Yeah, Ashita, are you following, ma'am?
Yeah, I am. Sorry, I'm at my family friend's house right now.
Okay, no worries, ma'am. So cos theta is itself a transformation of sin theta. When you think about it, cos theta is itself a transformation of sin theta. Do you see the graphs here? You're all able to see the board, right? So cos theta is itself a transformation of sin theta. What does it mean? What does it mean when I say that? This graph, right? Sine theta graph. The blue graph, right? The blue graph. Okay. The blue graph. I was drawing in red. Okay. This blue graph, right? If I want, I will go ahead and shift it. What I'm doing is I'll just pull it up and put it in here. So what is the transformation? Can one of you tell me?
It's a
Shifted.
translation.
Sine theta was shifted. Was shifted. How? What was the shift?
Pi over 2 units.
Yeah, it was shifted pi by 2 to the
Right. Sorry.
Hmm?
To the right, right?
From here, it moves here
Oh, so to the left.
to the left. But it's an X transformation, right? So the thing is sine theta, meaning sine theta was moved, the theta moved pi by 2 to the left means it's the opposite of what you think, right? It's pi theta plus pi by 2. Sine theta plus pi by 2 will be equal to cos theta graph. Am I making sense? Cos theta is just the sine graph shifted left by pi by 2. Shifted left means this has to be a plus sign. Remember, that's what is the transformation basic which we learned in algebra 2. Suppose it shifted right by pi by, if it shifted right, I would write like this. If it shifted pi by 4 to the right, this is shift of pi by 4 to the right. Vibha, are you following?
Yeah, auntie.
Okay, but here, just to re-emphasize, cos function is just a transformation of the sine function, but shifted pi by 2 shifted to the left. Can I move on? Okay, now, okay, we have some standard equations. Okay, we are going to understand some standard equations for cos theta and sin theta. Okay, so y equal to a cos theta, a sin theta. Here, I'm going to call a as my amplitude. Any questions? Amplitude is, we are going to define several things we are going to define. Okay, basically amplitude can be defined as half the difference between max and min. Half the difference between max and min. Any questions still here? That applies to both. A is common, right? Now, I'm going to come up with 3 definitions, okay? With 3 definitions. One is midline, period, frequency. Have you heard of these? Okay, let me also draw the graph and show you what is where. Let's consider first the sine curve, guys, okay? It's like this now, right? So amplitude is half the difference between max and min. This was 1. This was -1. So how will you find out the amplitude? Please, guys, these are very important, okay? If you understand this, next, the entire class is going to be easy. Amplitude is half the difference between max and min. Max is 1, min is -1. Half the difference, what is the difference between max and min? This is the difference, half of it. So 1 plus 1 by 2, which is 1. So the amplitude of an ordinary sine graph is 1. Am I making sense? Okay. Now, what is this midline? Let me go ahead and define that for you. It is just a line, a horizontal line. When I draw it, when I draw this horizontal line, halfway between the max and min values, that is called the midline. You know how to find out? Average of the maximum and min values. Average of the, it's the halfway line. Halfway line, halfway between max and min. That's for definition purposes, between max and min. However, how to find out that? It's the average of max and min. Any questions? How to find the average? Max is 1, min is -1. Right? Average is what? Add up the two numbers, divide by 2. Answer is 0, right? So y will be equal to 0. So here midline equation. Midline, what is that line? This is the midline. When you think about it, sine curve, this is the midline and its equation is y equal to 0. Naisha, are we on the same page? Okay. What is the period? Okay, before I move on to the period, right? There are a couple of things that I forgot to say. See, one thing, midline is by definition the line in which the concavity changes. This was concave down, it changed to concave up. So this is the point where concavity changes. You should remember that. Can I move on? Can I move on? Okay, now coming to the frequency is what? Frequency is? Frequency is the number of cycles. Oh my God, the number of cycles that completes 1 radians. You remember a unit circle when we drew? This was the number of cycles which completes 1 radian. So here we described 2 pi. 2 pi. So this was represented like this, right? So from 0 to pi by 2, 0 to pi by 2, this graph is represented here. Remember that? And then this graph, pi by 2 to pi, this graph is here. Okay, similarly, oh my gosh, what did I do? Okay, similarly, the next part, this one, right, is here. See, this is how it is mirrored, right? This one is here. Any questions here? So, frequency, the period will be 2 pi. What is the period? Period is the change in theta value required to complete 1 full cycle. The change in theta value required to complete 1 full cycle. How do we find it? Here it starts at 0. Where is the next 0 coming? The period, the distance, this distance is the period, right? And frequency is 1 by period. Frequency is 1 by period. So here it is 1 by 2 pi. Any questions here? So I've told you how to find out the amplitude, midline, period, frequency. Can I move on? Amplitude is half the difference between max and min. Midline is average of max and min. Period is, you know, for a sine theta curve, ordinary parent sine theta curve, it's 2 pi. Frequency is 1 by 2 pi. Can I move on? Okay. Okay. How about we start graphing f of theta equal to 3 sine theta. F of theta equal to 3 sine theta. Can we go ahead and graph that? F of theta equal to 3 sine theta. This is my first graph which I'll try. F of theta equal to 2 cos theta. You know the general equation as well. F of theta will be equal to A sine theta, where A stands for the amplitude. You know what I want you to find out? I want you to find out the amplitude, max value, min value, and x-intercepts. I want you to find out. Let me put down everything. Okay. What did I say? Amplitude, x-intercepts, min value, max value. Min value, max value. These are the ones I want you to find out for both. Amplitude, x-intercepts, min value, max value. Can I go ahead and do, or you want to do? Shall I go ahead and show you so that you can do the next one? Can I try that?
Can we try it first?
Sure, ma'am. It's not a hard one actually. Even you can tell me the midline equation as well. Why don't you try the midline equation as well? So we get used to it. Transformations become so easy. Modeling will do only one problem. Okay, it will take time. So we'll do only one problem. Modeling of sinusoidal functions. We'll do one big problem, and that you can take it forward. Okay. Pre-calc exam will have that context modeling for sinusoidal functions as well. Okay, so amplitude, one I'll do. Okay, what is amplitude here? All of us, please, ma. What is that amplitude? What is this?
3.
3. See, 3, amplitude is 3. So think about it like this. It's going to 3. Amplitude is 3. Okay. Then what happened? Midline is y equal to 0 curve. It's an ordinary sine function. It's just that the amplitude has changed. That's all. So y equal to 0. What are the x-intercepts?
2 pi times x
Yeah.
every
Let me write that down. X-intercepts are 0.
0 plus 2 pi x.
Yeah. So I can put it out as 2n pi, right?
Yeah, 2
Yep. N is equal to an integer. And then min value minus 3. Max value
plus
3.
3.
Yep. Similarly here, amplitude is 2. Okay, you find this out. What is the x-intercept? Min value is 2, minus 2, max value is 2. All this we have. Midline is y equal to 0 again because it's an easy one. X-intercept is what? That alone you send it to me. Not a hard one again. But how do we graph it? I forgot. Yeah, I graphed it. Okay. You want me to graph it nicely? I would like to really graph it nicely. Oh, what is that, Vibha?
No, the first question. Like when you were the one that you solved.
Okay. But x-intercept, Ritik. Ritik, what? See, when you have, okay, Ritik, one thing, Ritik, pi by 2 plus pi by 2, right? If you have something like that, you can always add them, right?
Yeah, I meant to put
Oh,
times
you
x.
went to put
Yeah,
pi by 2 x
yeah,
plus pi by 2, huh?
yeah.
But why? Is it like that?
Isn't it every
Let me check. See, cos theta comes here, right? And then again comes 2 pi comes here, okay? But in between you have the pi here. So x-intercepts are pi by 2. Then you have
3 pi by 2.
minus pi by 2, 3 pi by 2. So what happens? It's always multiples of pi by 2 I'm seeing, right?
yeah, so
Okay. Good, Amma. Correct. Abhiram and Bhuvanesh, did you miss the divide by 2 or what? Did you miss the pi by 2? So basically, I will write out my x-intercept for just one cycle. If I want to write pi by 2, then 3 pi by 2. If you want to go left, minus pi by 2. Minus pi by 2, comma pi by 2, comma 3 pi by 2. Or I can write this out as pi by 2, as you have written, right? Pi by 2. Pi by 2 plus n pi by 2. Huh? In that case, right? Yeah, but oh yeah, you missed it. Okay. But should it not be divide by 2? Why divide by 1? Abhiram and Bhunesh. That seems incorrect to me. X-intercepts are pi by 2 plus. That seems incorrect to me. Why?
I thought
I remembered it as pi by 2 plus pi k.
Pi
Because
k.
every
If
integer.
you put pi k, if you put k equal
Then
to
it's
5
pi
by
equals
2,
for
k
every
equal to
pi
1
by
na?
2.
Yeah, this makes sense. K equal to 2 na? 5 pi by 2. Correct. This makes sense. This makes sense. Pi by 2 plus pi k makes sense. Ritik, am I making sense?
Yeah.
Abhiram and Bhunesh, you cannot substitute x in here. It's
Yeah, I
not the
forgot
x
about
value. It
that.
is
I meant
some
to put
integer.
k. Yeah, I forgot that. I meant to put k.
Yeah, k or any integer. You can have, see, you can either put it as n pi plus pi by 2 or k pi plus pi by 2. But you cannot put x pi plus pi by 2 because this is not the x value. You get it? K is any
Yeah.
integer.
Yeah, we get it.
Yep. Okay, good, cool. Nitin, am I with you?
Yeah.
Nidhi? Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay, cool. Let's move on. Okay. Okay. How about this? Y equal to minus 2 sin x. Can we plot the graph? I'm going to plot the graph here. Okay. Y equal to minus 2 sin x properly, not in the way, meaning I plotted till now. Okay. This is going to be a neat graph. So minus 2 sin x. So I want one graph. Okay. Let me use this graph. But the problem with this graph is I want to have the negative side as well. It's okay. Let me do it. Okay. You know what? I want to have the negative side. Okay, it's okay. Let's see. But see, I do want the negative side because, okay, the minus 2 is intervening, right? Min value as usual is going to be minus 2. Max value is going to be 2. There is no change in that. X-intercept, we need to see. Hold on. And then what else did we do? Amplitude is again 2. We know this. Okay. And then midline is going to be 0. That we know. Y equal to 0. But the thing about this is there is a minus here. What does it mean? In our transformation, we had our zeros in here usually, correct? We had our zeros here, here, here. This is a sine theta graph. These are the zeros. Great. But then what does this minus indicate? Any thoughts? It's transformation from algebra 2, right? If there's a minus in front.
It'll be reflected over the x-axis.
Remember, Vibha?
It'll be reflected over the x-axis.
I'm not able to hear you. Hold on. Sorry. My Go ahead, Vibha.
It's reflected over the x-axis.
Yep, reflection over the x-axis. So basically my original graph, considering this as 2, this as a minus 2, my original graph should have been like this, right? But it is a reflection on the x-axis. You know that already. So it's going to go down and go up. So this is my original graph now. Okay, and I'll also go on the other side once. You see, so that will be my graph. Any questions? This is my midline. Midline is indicated with a dotted line. Y equal to 0 line. This is 2 amplitude I've marked. So my x-intercepts are 0, pi, 2 pi, minus pi. Any questions? So that is good. Go to the next one. This to be graphed. I'm not going to deal with minus 4 cos x, okay, but we'll do a different problem, okay? I'm going to give you a scenario. You're going to find out certain things. Let's see. Maximum value of my sinusoidal function, maximum value is 100, minimum value is 20. Max value of a sinusoidal function is 100, min value is at 20. I can't draw it in this graph. Let me erase this because this doesn't give enough details. Now, I want you to do this. The sinusoidal function has been vertically shifted. Okay. sinusoidal function has been vertically shifted and the max and min values are given. Basically, I am asking you to write the equation. Write the equation of a sinusoidal function. Okay, this is a sinusoidal function. Okay, that's vertically shifted. That means what? In front there is a number vertically shifted. Okay. Vertically shifted means what? The midline is going to change. Midline is not y equal to 0. It's either moved up or moved down. We don't know. Okay. But the max and min values are given. Now, can you find the equation of the midline? Can you find out the amplitude? Not a hard one. Remember, if you had listened to the definitions of amplitude and midline, this is easy. Maximum value is 100. So somewhere this is 100. Minimum value is 20. I don't know, it should be halfway through. So I need to draw a better graph. So maximum value is 100, minimum value is 20. It's a sinusoidal function. Oh wow, good Nidhi. Correct, Nisha. Amplitude, ma? See, amplitude is the difference of the max and min. Difference of the max and min divided by 2. Okay. Amplitude is that. Midline is the average. Yep. Oh, Abhiram and Bhunesh, midline is incorrect, right? Dhyani correct. And I'm torn. Okay, I don't know. Each of you have different answers. Nidhi correct. Naisha, amplitude is incorrect, ma. Did you divide by 2, Naisha?
I sent you a second one after I realized it didn't
Oh, okay,
divide by
okay.
2.
Dhyani, amplitude is correct. Midline as well is correct. Abhiram, Bhunesh, both are correct. Ahana, that is correct. What is the other one? Ritik, both are correct. What is Ahana? What? Yeah, that's right, Vibha. Nitin, did you get it? Yashita, I'm not getting answers from you.
I'm typing my answer right now.
Sure.
Miss Priya, can you help me with the amplitude one? I got the
I'll do both. This is the first problem I'm giving, right? Sorry. Yeah. I'll do both. Midline is, first of all, let me do amplitude. Okay. So this is max minus min, the difference, right? Divide by 2. Max minus min means 100 minus 20 divide by 2. So that's going to be 80. 80 divided by 2, it's going to be 40. Midline is average, right? That's easy. 100 plus 20 divided by 2, 60. Any questions? Okay, now maximum, how about this? I'll give you this directly. Maximum is 135, minimum is 90. Can we do that? Why it's not? Can we do that? Find out the midline equation and the amplitude. Oh, I don't have the answer for that one. That's okay. Let's move on. Can I move on? Mm, perfect, guys. Ahana, that seems incorrect for some reason. Naisha, correct. Ahana, what did you do?
It was probably a small error. Let me double check it.
Yeah. As long as you understand, I'm not bothered. Ma. Just check, did you understand it correctly? amplitude is basically, midline is 112. Did you round it, Ritik?
Yeah.
No rounding. Okay.
Okay.
Midline is 135. Subtract 90. 90. Then you divide by 2. So basically 45 by 2, which is 22.5. Okay. Midline is what? Y equal to value, right? What is the midline value? 135 plus 90 divided by 2, which is 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 1, 225, right? Divide by 2. So 112.5. Y equal to 112.5. Please, midline, it's an equation, guys. It's a Y equation. Okay, I think we are good. Now, I'm going to move to transformations. In the sense, this was easy transformation. We just considered the amplitude, right? So we are going to go into a lot in depth. Okay, A sine B theta plus D. You know what? This will be the general equation. This will be the general equation that I would follow. Okay. Earlier, our general equation was A sine theta, right? We discussed amplitude. Again, the same thing continues. Amplitude is A, frequency, period, midline. All this we did, right? Amplitude is A. Here the amplitude was A. You all got it that this was equal to this. Okay, what was the midline for this? Midline was y equal to 0. Remember, the x-axis was the midline. But here, it got shifted by d. It moved up by d when you look at it. So y equal to d is the midline equation. See, for transformations, we have studied for other functions. We have not studied for this yet. Okay, so that's what we are doing now. You know, the period was 2 pi, remember? But here, there's a b added. For now, I'm not going to describe what's going to happen. Meaning, I'm not going to describe why it is going to happen. The period here was 2 pi, right? But here, the theta became b theta. So the period will be 2 pi by b. 1 by period is always the frequency. These are reciprocals. These are always reciprocals. So frequency is b by 2 pi. This is a transformed sine curve, sinusoidal function. Did you get it? Only difference is we have introduced the variables b, d. Okay. The target is for me to introduce c, which is the phase shift, which I have not introduced yet. Okay. This b theta became b theta. This was shifted up by d basically. If it's a minus d, it's shifted down by d. So basically this is y equal to d. The midline changed. Okay, amplitude remained the same. The period, which is 2 pi, got divided by b for the period. So frequency became b by 2 pi. Can I move on? Remember, this is so important. Can I move on? Okay. Now, guys, what did I do? Okay. For some reason. Okay. Now, let's go ahead and try this one. 3 sine 2x. 3 sine 2x. We are going to plot 3 sine 2x. I really want all these values from you. Okay. The plot that we are going to do is for 3 sine 2x. F of x equal to 3 sine 2x. Okay. Now, I want all of this. So, what is the amplitude? 3. What is the midline? Can one of you tell me what is the midline for this one? What is the midline?
2.
0,
A equal to 3, B equal to 2, D equal to 0. Yeah.
0.
Midline, Amma. Midline is the one that is pluses or minused. There's a plus 0 in here, right? A sine B theta plus D. Am I making sense?
Yes.
Okay. So here amplitude is 3, midline is 0, y equal to 0, max value is 3. What is the period? Period is 2 pi by b. So what happens? Period becomes pi, frequency is 1 by pi, minimum value is -3. Any questions? How to plot this graph? Let me plot it. I'm going to delete this. I want some space to plot it properly, okay? So this is not tricky, okay? It's pretty straightforward. So here we are going to have pi here. All the while we had period. Period is pi here, remember? So it will start from here and it will again, you see here it's not just half a cycle, right? It's going to be full cycle. Full cycle is going to come here itself. So basically this is going to come like this, come like this, come like this. So this is 3, this is -3, y equal to 0 is our midline, period is pi. Any questions? So this should be pi by 2. The max should happen as at pi by 4 and min should happen at -3, I'm sorry, plus 3 pi by, okay, what is between pi and pi by 2? Pi plus pi by 2 divided by 2. What is that? 3 pi by 2, 3 pi by 4. Did you all get it? Did you all get it? Okay. Okay, I have more questions now. Let's try a difficult one of this. How about this? -2 cos x by 2. -2 cos x by 2. Y equal to -2 cos x by 2. I'm going to plot this graph for you. Do you want to plot it or do you want me to plot it? You have to write amplitude, midline, max, min, frequency, period. All that we need to first write. So I will write amplitude, max, min, midline, frequency, period. All these values we need and a graph we need. I don't mind drawing a graph. Let me see. I would like to draw a graph myself on the board. Let me see if I can get a blank graph. Let me plot the graph here. Can I go ahead and plot this one? I can let you plot the next one. Amplitude is what? Anybody who wants to work?
The amplitude is -2.
What ma?
-2.
Amplitude is 2 ma.
Oh, the amplitude can't be minus.
It's going to be the absolute.
Oh wait, yeah.
Wait, what does a minus do to this?
The minus is going to, see, the cos graph is going to be reflected on the x-axis.
Okay.
At 0, the cos curve has its maximum, right?
Mm-hmm.
But because of this minus, it goes down, meaning it gets reflected, that's all. Don't
Okay.
worry about the reflection right now, okay? It will confuse you if you consider everything together, okay? Let's first find out amplitude is 2, okay? Max is 2, min is -2 because midline is still y equal to 0. We have not dealt with it. Next problem is going to come, that is going to have a different midline. Period is, there is a problem here. Do you see? What is b here? Period is 2 pi by b. What is b value here? Think about it, guys. You tell me, meaning even if you make mistakes, right, doesn't matter, right? A cos b theta plus d. What is b? Or b theta or bx? What is b? Please tell me, guys. You're going to just compare, right?
just 1/2?
1/2. So 2 pi by b is 1/2. 2 pi divided by 1/2 is what? 4 pi. Did I make sense? Period gets extended. 4 pi. Is it making sense? So instead of showing 4 pi here, I'm going to show from minus 2 pi to pi, which is 4 pi again. I can show an entire cycle, right? The thing is, cos value was its maximum here, but because of the negative sign, it got inverted. So it comes to a minus 2 at this point. Let me draw that. Minus 2 at this point. Okay, this is the actual graph. So here it was the maximum. Now what happens? Period becomes 4 pi. So how to plot this? Midline is y equal to 0. So where will we start with? Usually this was highest, and then how did it used to go here? This is the middle point, right? So it has to cross this, and go here, right? Right? But here again, you have a 0 here. You have the maximum here, right? So this has to move like this. Am I making sense? Are you guys with me? Is the period of this graph 4 pi? Is the, oh my gosh, why is it going like this? I don't know. 1 second, guys. So basically this graph was, what did I give you? The problem that I gave you was actually here it was, what was the problem, ma? Made a mess with my Zoom. What was the problem I gave you?
Y equals minus 2 cosine of x over 2.
Y equal to, let me read right, y equal to minus 2 cosine of x over 2. So we found out amplitude will be equal to 2. B value was 1 by 2. So period was 4 pi. How? 2 pi by half, which was 4 pi. We found that. Actually, cos value, this should have been the maximum, but we cannot draw that because of the negative. It came down. So this is the correct one. Now, we know that the period is 4 pi. So I want to start from here till end here. That being the case, we will start with the highest point. So here, what happens? This is a point, this is a point, this is a point, and this is a point. Now, am I making sense? One full cycle is repeated. The period was 4 pi. Did you get it? And it is symmetrical about the y-axis when you think about it. Everything about the cost curve is being satisfied. Any questions on this? Any questions on this?
No.
Okay. Now, how about this? 3 minus 4 cos 2x. Let me have the graph. 3 minus 4 cos 2x. Let's try to find out 3 minus 4 cos 2x. Here, who can tell me the amplitude?
4.
Yeah. Midline?
3.
Y equal to 3. So I'm going to pose this y equal to 3. Always the midline is drawn with a dotted line. And then we got this. And then what? B value is what? 2. So period is what?
Pi.
Pi.
Pi. Frequency is
1 by pi.
1 by pi.
very nice. Now period is pi. So period is pi means 0 to pi itself should end a cycle. Okay, that's hard. So, however, there is a minus in front. Do you see? So basically the original graph should have been here, right? And then again, it enters the point it has its max there. Do you see? However, wait, amplitude was 4. First, we need to satisfy all that. Before that, I ran. I should not have run. Amplitude is 4. What does it mean? Midline is 3. Amplitude is 4 means what happens? Who can tell me? Where is the max? Where is the min?
The min is at 4 and then the min is at -4.
No, right? Because midline shifted.
Oh, yeah. So it would be
Correct.
in the
What? Midline is 3, amplitude is 4. So what is the amplitude? Where should it go? Till what should it go?
7.
7. How did you do it?
Uh,
Midline plus the amplitude was the max. Do you get it, guys? 7. What is the min value? 3. You have to go down 4. So what is it?
My
Midline subtract 4.
Minus
Minus
1.
1. Yep. So here is your min value. Now, having said that, right, that should be your minimum. Okay. This should be your maximum. One line above should be your maximum. Okay. I'm going to erase all that off. Okay. Then only we'll understand. Okay. Now I'm going to put it here. Max is 7. Min is -1. How am I going to draw that? I'm going to draw one more line like this. Okay, now how to draw the graph? Usually it's a cos graph. Cos graph means this should have been up there. Okay, and the period period is very small. Again, this should go up like this. However, there was a minus. The original equation, who can tell me the original equation, or I need to check? The original equation was 3 minus 4 cos 2x, right? 3 minus 4 cos 2x. That being the case, there is a minus, right? It should be reflected on the x-axis. So this is a point. The reflection should take place. Similarly, the reflection from here should come here. Now, how will the usual graph be without the minus? Basically, between these two, this is the center, correct? So at the center point, what happens? So it has to go down and then go up, right? So this was your minimum. Minimum point should have been here. But it shifted, right? It shifted means this was the maximum point. Make sense? 0, 0. See? So now, am I making sense in drawing the graph? Guys, am I making sense in drawing this graph?
Yeah,
Did you get it?
I understand.
Are we clear? I just drew only one cycle. So to continue that, you should do again within 2 pi, you're going to have another maximum, right? So basically, what is the middle point from here to here, right? Middle point is here. So at that middle point, you should have your maximum. So this will come here. This has to pass through this. Are we clear, guys? Are we clear about the graph? Ahana, are we clear?
Yes, we're clear.
Yes.
Okay. So can I ask you to graph this one? There is one more I want to try for you guys, introducing D. I don't know if I have the time, but we can try this one. Why don't we try this one? 2 sine x by 2 plus 1. 2 sine x by 2 plus 1. I'll write it here. 2 sine x by 2 plus 1. Now tell me what is the amplitude? A is A is
2.
okay, 2, then
B is 1/2.
2, B is 1/2, D
Mm.
is
1.
1. So what happens to the period?
Period is it's 4 pi.
4 pi. Frequency is
1 over
1 by
4
4
pi
pi. What is the max min?
max.
See midline we didn't write. Don't forget to write the midline. Midline is what?
Midline is y equal to
Equal
1.
to 1, and amplitude goes up and down from 1
So
max
3, max is 3, min is minus.
1.
Yeah.
This is 3, this is minus 1. So the graph goes like this. This is what graph is this? Sine, okay. Sine means it should pass to 0 here. So see, there is no reflection. So it's very easy graph. Basically, where is the midline? Sorry, this is not, oh, what did I do? Let me see, guys. Here, it is, midline is this one. So let's put it out clearly. Otherwise, we'll make mistakes. Okay, so this is a point on the graph. Okay, the period is 4 pi. Oh my gosh. Period is 4 pi means the entire cycle I'm going to show. Period is 4 pi means here, till here it's going to go, till here it's going to go, right? Oh my God, that this is going to be a big one. Now here, so now, what is the center of this? This one, right? So it's going to go here. The center is going to reach its maximum, right? And then come here. Similarly, this side as well, right? It's going to have its negative, which is it? 3 and minus 1, right? 3 and something feels wrong to me, guys. 3 and minus 1, right? So it should come here. Am I making sense? Once you draw in a sheet of, please buy the checked graph sheet, graph index cards, and start practicing. Otherwise, this will not come that easily. Please start doing it in graph index cards. There are graph index cards available. That is the biggest thing you can rely on. Okay, so let's do it using that. I'm going to deal with one more, guys, and then let you go in another few minutes. Okay, so how about this? Okay, I will introduce this. In the same transformation, I'm going to introduce a different equation now. See here, what happens? There is a phase shift introduced. A value is there. We discussed A value, we discussed B value, we discussed D value. However, we are introducing the phase shift. What is this phase shift? How did sine theta become cos theta? It was shifted pi by 2 to the left, right? So there was a plus pi by 2. That phase shift is what is indicative of C. Am I making sense? Maybe I can deal with this next week because this itself is too much. I'll give you homework related to graphing sinusoidal function. Sinusoidal function transformation as well we studied, but we did not consider phase shift. So without phase shift, whatever transformation homework I'll give you. But please understand, this is what we are going to continue next week, meaning in the transformation of sinusoidal functions, we are going to bring in a phase shift. Okay, but you already know about midline, amplitude, b value, which is b value, which is the value where theta is multiplied with, and then d is the midline, goes up and down, right? But we are also going to introduce a phase shift on the x-axis, which is referred to as C. That we did not do. We will do it next week. Any questions still here? Any questions still here?
No.
Okay. Are we on the same page? I'll definitely post the homework tonight. Please have a look at them and then come to the next class. Otherwise, there is no point. Okay. If I am not posting, then ping me, right? Definitely ping me. Okay. Any questions?
No.
Okay, guys. I'll stop.
Thank you, Auntie.
Bye.
Bye, ma. Have a nice week
Bye,
ahead.
Auntie. Thank
That's
you.
cool. Bye, ma. Hi, guys. Give me a minute, okay?